Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with day number 24 in my December daily. So day number 24 is crazy. Let's count how many photos I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's actually not even all of the photos I printed off. I think I printed off like 20 photos and I end up not using like 5 of them. Yeah, I think there's like 5 here that I haven't ended up using. So you can see that I'm just cutting up the photos and trying to figure out where I want to put them. I have those 3 that are 2x2s from my Canon selfie that I just have in at the top of my video there, that I am going to end up cutting up, but I wasn't sure if I was going to have room for all of them, so I didn't cut them up. So here I am cutting out this journaling card, which I'm also going to have the date on, which is the 24th. So our day number 24 was very busy. It was also very relaxing at the same time. We spent a lot of time at home, but we did keep busy that day. These top 3 photos are photos of us cutting out the cookies from the cookie dough that we made the day before. Here I used a green arrow and then a clear sticker that says "Our Happy Holidays," and I'm gluing the 24 just to the right of that little sticker area. Okay, so now here I'm just going to piece together this photo with a couple scraps from my kit. I also use one of those clear stickers. It says "Love Them" and then has an arrow pointing towards the cookie cutters and the cookie dough. And this is just a photo of all 3 of my boys gathered around our kitchen island cutting out the cookies. Okay, now that pocket is done, and I am going to, let's see, what am I going to do? I was all over the place for this day. I kept moving back and forth, and it was crazy. I think by this point, I was just kind of done scrapbooking December daily. It was still fun, but at the same time, I was wanting to use up scraps because I don't want to throw them out. But I think I should have just thrown them out. I just go kind of crazy having to throw out even the littlest pieces of paper. Okay, so this is a photo of my husband and I. I am holding down the parchment paper. So we have this really nice island that we just bought to put into our new house, and you're not supposed to like do anything on top of it. And so I wanted to roll out the dough on top of it so that the kids could gather around and cut out the cookies. So I put down some parchment paper, but the parchment paper, of course, doesn't want to, stay still. So I had to hold down the parchment paper while my husband rolled out the cookies. So I had Brennan take a photo of us doing that. And that's what that photo is of, up there in that top left-hand corner. And now you can see in the middle, I have a picture of, let's see, Tinian, my youngest, and I, and he is like throwing his hands up in the air. I don't even remember why. I think he was like freaking out because I was trying to fit them all on, and I think I picked the wrong, the wrong cookie cutter maybe. So yeah, I just thought it was funny. In the photo, he's like throwing his hands up at me. And I'm just sitting there laughing, or standing there laughing. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the bottom. I'm going to decide to do a little journaling card in the middle area. I did have a photo there, but I decided to not use that photo. So I'm just cutting down this green tree paper, which you're not even going to be able to tell that they're trees. And I am going to write out, let's see, this was Eva's last hiding spot on the star on top of the tree. And so the photo to the left is going to be a picture of Eva on the star, hanging onto the star. I am going to glue down the photos, all 3 of the photos, on that green tree paper down there on the bottom. That photo to the right is a picture of Brennan and Jonas. We had asked them to take Max, our dog, out on a walk that morning together. They've never done that before, so it was kind of like a will it be okay kind of thing, and it was. They said that Max was very good. He listened to them, and so that's what that is a photo of. And now you can actually see that I have moved on to the right hand side. I didn't even finish the left hand side. So I am working on this bottom pocket, which I have a photo of the boys' stockings. Santa came to our house and I took a picture of their stockings before we went to bed. And so I'm just decorating this card. I think this card is probably one of my favorites. I had this Michael's washi tape that I had gotten at 60% off on Black Friday, and so I'm just double layering it, and I really like how that turned out. So I'm going to glue this photo down. I'm going to grab some stickers from the sticker sheets that I have, and I'm going to put them down on top of the photo. So here I'm pulling out my stickers and just kind of going through, trying to figure out which ones I wanted to use. I knew that I had a Hello Santa sticker and a couple other stickers that were, had Santa's name on them and things. And so I picked that gray Hello Santa sticker. I'm also going to use a sticker that says stockings and a heart sticker. I'm going to use some green enamel dots, and that card is done. I really like how that card turned out. Okay, so now let's see what card I move on to. So let's see. Yeah, so I'm just fiddling. I knew I wasn't going to immediately move on to that tree card, because why would I, right? So here I'm just kind of fiddling with the journaling card, and I think I'm going to glue down that photo of the boys after they had come home from their walk with Max. And I am going to just write out the word walk. I was hoping that I could use these bigger letters, but it's not going to work out. They're going to turn out to be too big. So I give up. And I'm going to pull out the smaller tile alphas in red, and I don't actually have an A, so I have to use a V and just use my Ranger white pen to make the V into an A, but that works out just fine. You can't even tell. Okay, so now I have the idea to finish working on this left-hand side. I'm thinking I have this scrap off-white sheet of paper, and then I have a bunch of scraps. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to glue them all down onto here and then cut them out to be the right size of the pocket. And so I'm going to start doing that, and then I'm going to put it to the side because I'm not really happy with how it's turning out. And I do end up using it later in my album, which there's only one more day left, so I do use it on day number 25. Okay, so I am moving on to the tree, which I absolutely love this photo. I posted this photo on Instagram that night before we went to bed. Oh, apparently not. I am going to do my journaling, I guess. It was bothering me not doing my journaling. So here I am just writing out. It says, after letting the cookie dough sit overnight, we cut out more cookies. We spent the day hanging out as a family. We watched a Muppet Christmas Carol, opened our Christmas PJs, and left cookies for Santa. He came before M&M went to bed. So he's just pointing out the fact that, yes, Mark and I are Santa. We didn't hear him come because we are Santa. I think we probably have a couple more years of our kids believing in Santa. Jonas, our oldest, who is 12, knows. Brennan is 10, and I think he's just hopeful that Santa is still real. He doesn't want to admit to it. But Tinian is only 6, so we might have a few more years left of doing the whole Santa thing. Okay, so I'm going to just stick that in that pocket, and I am going to move on to the tree photo, finally, maybe. I'm sorry, I have just been all over the place working on this album. Okay, so I am going to use this cut apart. I'm going to use the other side of it. And I really love the pattern that is on the other side of the cut apart paper. It's really pretty and just really simple. So now I am going to glue down the photo of the tree, and I'm going to use 3 different stickers. There's one that says, let's see, ho ho ho, be merry, and then Santa, drop it here. So I'm going to just layer those 3 stickers up in this top left hand corner. And that card is done. Kept that one super simple. Now I'm going to, I think I'm going to try to finish working on this piece here. And then I stop once again and set it aside, and I'm going to move on to doing these 4 photos. I do like keeping a cohesive theme, like background or matte theme, matte paper. Sorry, guys, it's 10 o'clock and I'm having such a hard time talking. I probably should just go to bed. So I'm just going to measure each one of these pockets just to make sure that I cut them the right size. And I think I still have a problem and don't cut them all the right size. So here I'm just cutting them all up, and it's because they're all different sizes, which is super frustrating. I wish they would just make them all the same size. So here you can see I'm just fiddling around with which photos I want to go where. There, that top photo is a picture of Jonas holding up his pajama pants, Tinian grabbing for Mark's pajama pants, which are laying on the floor in front of Mark. The second photo is a picture of Brennan. He was super excited that I got them all. I got them all matching Star Wars pajamas, so Mark and Jonas got matching, and then Brennan and Tinian got matching Star Wars. And I couldn't find any Star Wars pajamas for me, otherwise I would have gotten them. And Mark was like, you should have just gotten the guys' pajamas. And I was like, yeah, I guess I could have done that. Just gotten a small or something for me. But oh well. I got some cute pajamas for myself anyway. Okay, and then there was this funny picture of Brennan. He had put the wrapping paper on his head. I just thought it was funny, so that picture's going in there too. And then I'm also going to put that bottom picture is a picture of the cookies we made for Santa. So we made a Rudolph and a present. We also had chocolate chip cookies because our Santa likes 2 different types of cookies. We also put carrots on the plate for the reindeer and then left out some wassail punch. And I think that is the end. Oh no, I forgot that I hadn't done this left-hand side. So I think I have 3 or 4 photos left. And I have this funny photo of me. I was on Facebook Messenger and I noticed that they have this little Christmas button. Like it had a snowflake on it. And so when you press on it, you can pick which skin you want or whatever, and I picked this one that had this funky hat on it, and I thought it was hilarious, and I messaged it to Hannah, and I was like, hey, Merry Christmas Eve, or something. I was just being funny, and so I thought that was a funny photo and printed it off. Mark was also like I took a picture of him making kind of a similar face that I was making, and so I'm just gonna put that, I'm gonna mat it onto this, let's see, this red paper, the chevron paper, and then this other journaling card that says Christmas, and then it has like the C and the ivy or whatever. I'm going to actually cover up the C, and I'm going to put our pictures right there. So you'll just be able to see the word Christmas. And then I'm going to write out in these green letters, crazy. So it's going to be Christmas Crazy is what the title of these two photos are going to be, because Mark and I are certainly crazy. And it's going to take me forever to line up this word right, because I didn't put it on wax paper, which I totally should have, because usually when I do it on wax paper I get it right and I don't have to spend so much time fiddling around with it. But oh well, I get it to the way that I want it to look like, and then I am done with Christmas Eve. I also have been adding our family Christmas cards that we've been getting from family and friends, which I will be able to show you those as when I do my flip through of the final album, because I have added quite a few things in besides the pictures from all of our days. Anyway, that is the end of the layout. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!